Hey everybody, I'm Gary Edelman.
I'm Tim Smith.
I'm Chris White.
And man, are we excited to announce something to you, a three-part thingy, not only for nerds, but for the public as well. What is this thing I'm talking about, Tim?
Well, it's going to be the ultimate Battle of Gettysburg trivia contest.
Also known as GettysNerd quiz. This is the ultimate quiz. What are we talking about here? What's the process here, Chris?
So you're going to be able to sign up online, but you probably want to take our pre-test first. We have 10 questions that you can take that'll give you an idea of what you're looking at within this test. And then we have a test that has literally hundreds of questions that are randomized, as are the answers, that you can take within a limited amount of time, and then we're going to see who scores the best. And we're not talking about July 1st through 3rd easy questions. We're talking about nitty-gritty, high level, something in the middle.
And then, and I can't stress that enough, take the pre-quiz. If those 10 questions, if those are ones you can answer quickly, maybe you're right to take the actual qualifier quiz. Now, Tim, what happens if they qualify? What happens on July 1st? No, June 30th.
That's when you actually will be invited to participate in a live audience situation where we have an actual trivia contest.
And that's right here, the afternoon of June 30th on the Adams County Historical Society stage where we are right now. And, this is meant to be fun for everybody,
right.
For those who attend. Hopefully we'll have some services here. There will be prizes for the people out there and certainly prizes for the winners as well. Now, I have one thing to say, and then let me bop it back to one of the other guys. First of all, just by coincidence, it seems we were planning this before we knew that the Gettysburg National Military Park was going to offer a guide test, the written test, right, Tim?
Yeah, this has absolutely nothing to do with the guide test that's coming up later this year. But of course, this could be like a practice round for people who might want to take the test. I want to reiterate the fact that this is fun. This will be fun. So it's not meant to be like something that's pressure packed, and having been in tests and contests like this myself, you shouldn't feel pressured that you don't know the answer to a question, or that people are going to be judging you if you get a question wrong. The people in the audience will know a lot less about the topic than the people who are chosen to be up on stage.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Now, while we're actually here, Tim and I will be the hosts, the MCs of this, and Chris will be on the board and as the official judge of this. So, if you're a qualifier, you can try to sweet talk him, but in my experience, and we've worked together for years, that's not going to get you anywhere. So you have to just be ready. Chris, people are going to wonder, what are some of the categories here? What do they need to know? Now, we're not going to give a lot away, but, other than it being, hey, it's about Gettysburg, what are some of the categories?
Of course, potent potables, if you're an SNL fan. We will have everything from the town, questions about the town, civilians, the battlefield itself, preservation of it, not just because the American Battlefield Trust is a preservation organization, but we had the GBMA here, and we had other organizations. You also have questions about leadership, and we'll have just random questions that we have been asked over our careers that we threw in there and we thought might be interesting.
And we're talking about weapons, the Gettysburg Address, distance, geography, order of battle, people, nicknames, mascots, everything, right, Tim?
Yeah, if you've been on a tour with Gary and I, Gary likes to ask questions, and I'm wondering if we'll have any Gary questions on the test. I hate to mention one that Gary always brings up, but I will. A Gary question would be like, what are the only two generals in the Northern Army at Gettysburg without facial hair?
Yes, who knows what'll come up. And by the way, if you do qualify to make it up on stage on June 30th, we're not going to tell you anything other than that the questions will pertain to Gettysburg, and we'll try to make them fun. Again, we'll have questions and special things for the people in the audience. So click the link associated with this post. Take the pre-sample test. Send it to your friends and see if those 10 questions seem hard to you. You probably don't want to take the qualifier quiz. If you take the qualifier quiz, we're taking great steps to make sure you can only take it once, and it's randomized so that nobody will get the same test twice, even if they were to try to. This is Chris's main charge, and he will sleep better at night knowing that nobody can cheat the system. So, guys, anything else to add?
I'm really looking forward to it. As we said, it's going to be a lot of fun. This doesn't have anything to do with the guide test that's coming up later this year. This is something we conceived, and we call it the ultimate GettysNerd quiz. So if you think you're a GettysNerd, I say try to take the online quiz and see if you can make it up on stage.
And one question that won't be on there is whether it's GettysNerd or GettysNerd, because we already disagree on that. We can't have such a question. So we really hope to see you, whether it be in the audience or for some of you on stage. We don't know what the prizes are yet, but I can say that there will be for the ultimate winner, the ultimate GettysNerd, some piece of clothing that you can proudly wear around the battlefield and strut around and know that you're the ultimate GettysNerd.
Hello, this is Trace Atkins. To stay up to date on all the latest and coolest videos, please subscribe to the Trust YouTube channel. Preserve, educate, inspire.